Hello students, this is your science teacher Aparna. We are studying chapter number 2, components of food. So students, till now we have studied that there are various components of food which are carbohydrates, proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals, water, fiber. Okay. So students, we have studied in our previous videos about the sources of food, about the components of food, what are the components food, and how can we classify them. So let's just revise it. Classification of food group. As in our previous video I tell you that there are three groups of food which are classified on the basis of component. So groups are classified as energy giving food, bodybuilding foods, and protective foods. If we are talking about energy giving foods, they are carbohydrates and fats. Food which contain carbohydrates and fats are energy giving foods. And what are the sources of energy giving food? Cereals, fat, and sugar containing food is energy giving food. Okay. Next is bodybuilding food. Foods which contain proteins are known as bodybuilding food. And what are the sources of proteins? Milk, meat, chicken, and pulses are the sources of protein, from which milk, meat, and chicken we are getting from the animals, and pulses we are getting from the plants. Now at the last, protective foods, minerals and vitamins contain food which contain minerals and vitamins are known as protective food, and fruits and vegetables are the sources of protective foods. Okay. Now come to the next slide. Protein. We have discussed about protein in our last class. So what is protein? Protein is a bodybuilding food which help us to repair our damaged tissue, and it help us to grow. So it is bodybuilding food. Okay. Sources of protein, I told you that plants and animals both are the sources of protein. uh, we are getting pulses which contain protein from the plants, and egg, meat, fish, milk, etc. we are getting from the animals. Carbohydrates, we have also studied about carbohydrate in our previous video. They are made up of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, and they are very important for us because they gives us energy, and energy is very important for us to do any type of work. And also they reserve food materials in our body, and formation of cell organelle and cell compounds is also done by carbohydrates. So you can see in this box, this is a quick revision points for the function of carbohydrates. Carbohydrate is the main source of energy. Okay. Then spare protein from being burned, so it can be used to build and repair. Dietary fiber can help lower blood cholesterol, part of connective tissues, some hormones and enzyme, and genetic materials. Okay. Now come to the next slide. Common sources of carbohydrate in our diet. So what are the sources from where we are getting carbohydrates in our daily life? Vegetables, legumes, fruits, rice, grains, and grains just like wheat, oats, rye, millets, barley, these all are the sources of carbohydrates. Now activity, and this activity is for testing the presence of stars in food items. You have to take a small quantity of food item, for example a piece of potato, okay, and crush it and put it in a test tube. Now you have to add 2-3 drops of iodine solution to it. If the color of food item changes to blue black, then it means it contains starch. Fats is it is also a nutrient, it is also a source of energy. It adds taste and texture to the food, and it helps absorb fat soluble vitamins. Function of fat, it is also a energy giving food. That means it gives us energy, it gives much more energy than carbohydrates. And sources are the of fats are oil, ghee, milk, butter, eggs, meat, etc. Now come to the new topic, vitamins. What are the vitamins? These are also components of food, which are from which category? They are from the protective food category. Compounds needed in small amounts to regulate body process and allow growth. So vitamin is a compound which is needed in a small amount to regulate body process and allow growth. And what are the function of vitamins in our body, in and how it help us? It help us in digestion, in absorption and metabolism. That means vitamins regulate the metabolic activities of our body. Now let's talk about the sources of vitamins. Okay, so there are the type of vitamins: vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. Now sources, if we are talking about vitamin A, so sources of vitamin A are egg, milk, carrot and papaya. And what is the function of vitamin A? Vitamin A is essential for growth and it promotes healthy skin. And vitamin A is also good for night vision. Okay. Then vitamin B, sources of vitamin B: egg, yeast, liver, nuts, tomato. These all are the sources of vitamin B. And what is the function of vitamin B? It promotes the effective functioning of the nervous system and it also controls the supply of carbohydrates to the muscle and nerve cells. Now come to the vitamin C. Vitamin C is the vitamin C increases immunity against diseases, so it is very important for us and it also promotes the healthy skin. And what are the sources of vitamin C? Green vegetables, tomato, lemon, these all are the sources of vitamin C. Now come to the vitamin D. Vitamin D helps in the absorption of calcium and phosphorus in the small intestines, and egg, milk, cod liver oil is the source of vitamin D. If we are talking about vitamin E, it maintains a healthy reproductive system. That's why it is very important for us. And vegetable oil, egg, liver, milk, palm oil, these all are the sources of vitamin E. Now come to the vitamin K. It is necessary for the clotting of blood. And sources of vitamin K is sunflower seeds and maize. So students, this is a table. Read it completely. You can take a screenshot of that table and you can note down it in your notebook. Here all the vitamins are given, their sources are given and their functions are given. Now come to the next page, minerals. So minerals are naturally occurring inorganic substances. What are the minerals? Minerals are naturally occurring inorganic substances. And why they are important for us? What are the functions of minerals? Catalyst for many biological reaction within the body. That means they participate in biological reactions as catalyst. Okay, so inside the body there are many biological reactions are going on and they perform as a catalyst during these reactions. Okay, that means they increase the reaction process. Minerals are very useful to produce hormones. That means they are helpful in the production of hormones. Structure function, it is also helpful to develop structural functions of structural functions of bone, just like calcium and phosphorus in bones and sulfur in keratin. Acid base and water balance. It regulates the acid, base and water balance inside the body. So students, minerals are very important component of the food. It is a protective food, and it is very important for our body, because it regulate the biological reactions of bodies, and it also regulate the hormones of the bodies. It also regulate the structural functions, and it regulates the acid, base and water balance inside the body. Now, what are the sources of minerals? Animal foods are the best sources of calcium, iron and zinc. Calcium, iron and zinc are the minerals, okay, and these are very important minerals, very useful minerals, and very important mineral for the body. And animal foods are the best sources of calcium, iron and zinc, just like milk, meats. These all are the sources which we are getting from the animals. And plant foods are good sources of potassium and magnesium. That means animal foods contain calcium, iron and zinc, and plant food contains potassium and magnesium mostly. So, and minerals help your body work properly, because minerals regulate so many reactions, so many functions of our body. That's why it is very helpful for our body to work properly. And sources, both are sources. Animal foods are the sources of minerals, and plant foods are the uh, sources of minerals. Animal foods contain calcium, iron and zinc mainly, and plant foods are mainly contain potassium and magnesium. Now, water is very essential component of our body, because a major portion of our body is formed of water. It helps our body to absorb nutrients from food. It is essential for most of the life processes or body function. It is also helps in throwing out some wastes from body as urine and sweat. So students, water is very essential component of our body, because as I told you that so many biological processes are going on inside the body, so water is required for those process. And it is also helpful for our body to absorb nutrients from the food. That means nutrients from the food can be absorbed with the help of water. It is essential for most of the life processes or body functions. That means water is necessary to perform various body functions, and it is also helps in throwing out some wastes from body as urine and sweat. That means in as urine and sweat that so many wastes can be excreted from the body with the help of water. What are the sources of water? We drink water directly, as well as we receive water from milk, tea, fruits, vegetables, cold drinks, etc. That means we can take water directly after and also we can take water with water rich fruits, water rich vegetables, cold drinks, milks. These all are the other sources of water. So these you can see this in this picture. These are top water rich foods, which are cucumber, spinach, tomato, grapefruit, broccoli, lettuce, celery, watermelon, carrots and watercress. These all are the water rich foods, and they are very good for our health. So students, I hope you have understand. Next we will discuss in our next video. Till then, watch and listen it carefully. Almost your all topic of this chapter is covered. If you have any doubt to understand it, you can ask to me anytime. Thank you. Have a nice day.